Hello there, Mr. Sheffy. Today I am showing off the alphabet book. So, we have this cover here and has like all the letters, So, we start off with A. A is for absolute location. An absolute location is a specific point on the face of the earth. So, in the diagram we have like a map of, America, and we have a specific point right there. So, a specific point would be like there. If you go to Earth or Park, it's not any specific park. It's not a general park. It's specific. So Earth or Park. B is for biotic. Biotic means that it is a living organism. This can include humans, trees, animals, and bacteria. Anything that is living and has cells is biotic. So in the diagram we have a little scenery, and we have two little biotic birds. C is for climate. Climate is the temperature and weather conditions over a long period of time. So in the diagram we have like a hot climate, which consists of some, it's cloudy, and then for the next 4 months it is sunny and hot. And then the cold climate is snowing for 4 months, and then it's cloudy. So a long period of time. D is for density. Density is the amount of an object located in a specific area. The object can be anything from phones to people. It's just what is in the specific study. So we have a low density thing that has less dots, and then we have a dot diagram with more dots, which represents the high density. E is for ecology. Ecology is the study of an environment that consists of biotic and abiotic factors. So we have in the diagram, the picture, we have a guy dreaming of ecology, which you can see the abiotic, which are like the buildings, and the biotic, which are the little people. F is for functional region. A functional region is a region based off a point or node, which is why it is also called a nodal region. So in the little diagram we have we have the little node, which is the point, and then the red area is the nodal region or functional region. G is for GPS or global positioning system. A global positioning system uses satellites in order to position a certain point on the Earth. And for the diagram I drew a little GPS, so Google Maps or something like that. You have your roads, and it's a point. H is for hearth. A hearth is the founding point of something. Things will diffuse from the hearth outward. This can also be used in nodal regions, like it's a node. It's a specific point that diffuses outwards. So in the little diagram I drew a map, and then I put a point on Chicago, and Chicago is the hearth for deep dish pizza. It was created there. It's the hearth for deep dish pizza, and that's why it's called Chicago style pizza. My parents love it because they're from Chicago, or the Illinois area. I is for isolene map. An isolene map isolates the area that they are trying to show more of something in. So here is my little isolene map. So the yellow would probably be the least of it. The green would probably be the median or second most value, and then the darkest bluish thing would be the most. What has the most in it. J is for jobs. Jobs stabilize and run the economy. Without jobs, people could not make money, would not be able to make money, and we would not be able to study how much money they make, and it would just be an overall fail of a society. So I just do a few jobs taken in focus, like some mail or a doctor or, pizza delivery guy, because those people are important too. And you are an important job. Teaching is very important. K is for the Köppen system. The Köppen system is divided into 5 climates made by Vladimir Köppen. So we have climate A, which is tropical, climate B, which is dry, climate C, which is warm, and climate D, which is cold, and lastly, climate E, which is the polar climate. L is for location. Location consists of a particular point in a region, but it's a bit more broad than, a specific point. It's just general. Specific location. So on my diagram we have this, and my location was Sarasota, Florida, because I live there. M is for map. Map is a 2D representation of the Earth's surface. Maps usually have distortion of some kind, whether it be in size, shape, distance, or direction. So I just drew a basic map for the diagram. N is for non-renewable resource. A non-renewable resource is a resource in which we have a finite amount of it. So we do not have a infinite amount, we only have so much. So a material like that could be a diamond, some water, or trees, because we do not have an infinite number of them. Or at least not right now, since if you cut down all the trees are gone. O is for observation. Most of the first maps were made by observations, which in turn let people discover things. In order to discover everything, you have to make observations about it. It's when the first stages. So I do a little telescope. So you observe things with a telescope. P is for preservation. Preservation is keeping a place the exact same over a period of time. You're trying to keep it the exact same while conservation is just trying to keep it from going down more. You're just trying to preserve everything that's there in the state that it is. So I drew what might be a national park or something, but it going from it just staying the same over time. Q is for quandary. Quandary started the exploration of geography in the first place. Without quandaries, we wouldn't want to go anywhere. We have to answer the question, what? What is out there? Why? We have to answer the questions. We have to we have to answer the questions, and that's why we want to learn about geography in the first place. I just drew a little question mark for that. R is for relocation diffusion. Relocation diffusion is a type of diffusion that is based off of people relocating, and that's how they're spreading their knowledge. So for relocation diffusion, you have to get up and move a place, rather than contagious diffusion. It's just spreading contagiously from one person to one person. It's more these set people have the things, and they just relocate and diffuse rather than spreading it. So we have a picture of the house moving. S is for scale. Scale is how much is being shown on a map. Larger scale is more zoomed in, while small scale is more zoomed out. So the larger scale map in this scenario would be Florida over the entirety of the United States, because it's more focused and it's in one area, while the entire United States is bigger and you cannot see everything. T is for transnational corporation. A transnational corporation is a corporation that is located over multiple different countries. this can be either sold over different countries or just if it's made in China and sold in the United States, it's a transnational corporation because it does business in both countries. So I have, for my little diagram, I have a list of what countries Apple would locate in. So China, Australia, Europe, America, etc. U is for unity. In order to preserve or conserve an area, there must be unity between the people and the government, because otherwise you wouldn't want to conserve or preserve that area in the first place. So I just drew a world. V is for vernacular region, an area that speaks in a certain way, like a vernacular region is an area that speaks in a certain way, such as an accent or a particular language. So I have a little map which has the northern accent, southern accent, and then we have a New York accent, and then a whole different and down here we have Spanish, which is a different language. W is for the world. We live in a world, and we have to share this world with 7 billion people, and geography is the mapping of the world. So world, and yeah, we share this world with 7 billion people, and we need to preserve it, because if we don't, climate change will heat up the planet so much so that my generation will be affected, and my children and grandchildren, and our planet could get so hot that we could all die. But yeah, world. X is for Peizu. I don't know. Peizu, he was considered the father of cartography, and he drew very detailed maps of China, and he was one of the main founders of cartography, because he made these detailed maps, and he made other people want to make the detailed maps. So I have just a little detailed map that is one of the ones he made. Y is for Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia is a former Balkan peninsula. In addition, it's really close to Serbia, and they're mixed sometimes. So I have a little thing of Yugoslavia, and it's by Italy, so Yugoslavia. Z is for New Zealand. New Zealand is a sovereign island country in the Southwest Pacific Island. So I have a little drawing of New Zealand right there, and both of these are places in the world that geography affects. You can go and study geography in either these places, because they have their own unique ecosystems and biospheres. So places, and that is the alphabet book by Kieran Herman. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.